So anthracene can be used in Diels-Alder reaction. Anthracene acts as a diene. When we treat this with a dienophile, so the middle ring is the one where a Diels-Alder reaction occurs. So this anhydride group may be nearer to this benzene ring or maybe nearer to this benzene ring. So both are possible because this will have secondary electron interaction either with this ring or with this ring. Similarly, we can use benzene for Diels-Alder reaction with anthracene, then we will get this product. So here also two conformations are possible. I'll give you some more examples. You give the product. This is a tricky example to remember. Because of this carbonyl, it is possible to have endoselectivity. That means this alkyl group and this alkyl group, these two bonds must be represented below the plane, right? But see, here we have a substituent isopropyl group which is below the plane, right? So because of secondary orbital interaction, these two alkyl groups, this carbonyl must be below the plane. Then only it is possible for this carbonyl to have secondary orbital interaction. But a sterically crowded substituent isopropyl group, which is already in the below the plane, it will create sterical problem. That means this carbonyl cannot approach this diene from below the plane. It is difficult, right? So this isopropyl group restricts that approach. Then how do we predict the product? Of course, here it will follow endoselectivity. But how we will predict is, if this molecule does not undergo endo selectivity from below the plane, then the reverse may be possible, right? Because this isopropyl group is restricting the approach from below the plane, then what we can do, we can write this diene from above the plane. That means if you write like this, sorry, if we write like this, okay, so this double bond and this double bond, of course, OET, then it is possible for us to have endoselectivity, right? Carbonyl and these two carbons very nearer to this. So that means if a substituent, a bulky substituent below the plane restricts this endoselectivity from below the plane, then it is possible to have endoselectivity from above the plane. Endoselectivity from above the plane. So in that case, what we can write the product? We can write the product double bond OET. This is below the plane, right? Now, before what we are doing, these two alkyl groups we used to place below the plane. But because this isopropyl group, it is not possible for that. Now, the diene is approaching it from above the plane. In that case, these two alkyl groups will be above the plane and hydrogens will be below the plane. So that means, you see, the stereochemistry is exactly reversed around this ring fusion. Not here. This will not be changed, right? But the stereochemistry around this ring fusion is exactly reversed. In the previous cases, we used to write hydrogens above the plane, but now the two hydrogens are below the plane. So that means endoselectivity is possible either from below the plane or from above the plane. Both are equally possible. Okay. So, but for simplicity, what we are doing, we are always taking the endo product below the plane. But if it is not possible, we will have the endoselectivity from above the plane. So that's what we need to understand here. Please take a snapshot. I'll change this page. Right. I'll give you one more similar example where you can appreciate the endoselectivity. Here again, we are generating this double bond. Okay, when we treat this with Lewis acid, so this acetate and hydrogen from here will be leaving. So we are generating a double bond. Because it is a symmetrical double bond, diene, any of the double bond can involve in Diels-Alder reaction. Right. When we write the product, so this side we will be writing a 6-membered ring, and here it is a 5-membered ring, carbonide. Then of course methyl group will be below the plane. Because this is a endoselective product, these two alkyls must be below the plane, but they appear little awkward. So what we will do, the hydrogens which are here, we write them above the plane. నేను వచ్చిన తర్వాత చూస్తా ప్లీజ్. వెళ్ళమ్మా, క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. జెండు బామ్. So these two hydrogens will be above the plane. Now, if we take this diene excess, so we have one more double bond this side. So that means there is a possibility for Diels-Alder reaction this side also. So this side again, this side also we will get a 6-membered. Now, what is the stereochemistry around this methyl group and around this ring fusion? You know, these two rings, they are like this. Okay, I am placing it like this. So that means there is a spherical crowding below the plane because these two ends they are closer together. Okay, right? So if the third ring wants to approach these two rings from below the plane, is it possible? Is it possible? No, it's not possible, right? Because these two groups are closer together, so they are already closer together, so they will have more spherical crowding. So in that case, this third diene, so another diene, it cannot approach this from below the plane because it is not possible to have endoselectivity from below the plane. Now we will write the endoselectivity from above the plane. So what is the stereochemistry here? The stereochemistry here is exactly reverse to this ring fusion. At the same time, this fellow also. Okay, so it's an important bit. See, already we have two rings, okay, which are yeah, I'll show it in this one. So because these two rings are very close together, so we will have spherical crowding. So another ring cannot approach these two rings from this phase. So what it will do, it will approach from other phase. That means it will approach like this. So here the two rings are here, and the third ring is like this. The third ring is like this. So the stereochemistry what is around this ring fusion is exactly reverse around this ring fusion. So that's what we need to understand. So if these two hydrogens are above the plane, these two hydrogens will be below the plane. If methyl is below the plane, this methyl will be above the plane. So when we correctly predict the stereochemistry here, we will write exactly reverse around this ring. Right. So far we are discussing that endo products are stable because of the secondary orbital interactions. But when we look at the spherical crowding requirements, endo product is less stable, right? Exo product is more stable. When we look at the spherical crowding requirements, yeah, any doubt? Bhushan, any doubt? Okay. So exo is more stable than endo, right? When we look at thermal stability, exo product is more stable than endo. But here what we are discussing, we are getting only the endo product, but not the exo product. Why? Why? Because exo products are having additional secondary orbital interaction. So that is a stabilizing interactions, right? But if in some cases, even the endo product is unstable according to thermal stability conditions. Yeah, this product is stable at room temperature. Even at a high temperature also it is stable. So because it is stable, we can get the endo product. But what if the endo product is unstable? If the endo product is unstable, it will rearrange to more stable exo product. So in this case, we can clearly observe this. Here, the endo product, whatever we get from this, it is not stable at room temperature or 35 degrees centigrade. So here what we will get? We will get exo product. Exo is more thermally stable compared to endo. If the endo product is stable at room temperature, or yeah, if the endo product is stable at room temperature, we will only get the endo product. But if the endo product is not stable at room temperature, then we don't get the endo product, we will get exo product only. So this is an example. So that means if the exo product is stable at room temperature, we will get the exo product only. Sorry, if the endo product is not stable at the room temperature, the endo product will be converted to more stable exo. That we can even appreciate it when we look at this example. So mark them. Okay. When these two starting materials undergo a reaction at 25 degrees centigrade and 90 degrees centigrade, the product formation is different. Okay, at 25 degrees centigrade, the exo product is stable. It is not it is stable, so we will get exo product only. So what is exo product? Succinimide, right? So this is succinimide, exo, stable. Hydrogens will be above the plane. Hydrogens will be above the plane. Okay, right. But when we do the same reaction at 90 degrees centigrade, at this high temperature, sorry, this is endo, right? I'm sorry, this is endo product. So at this high temperature, the endo product is unstable. As we know, under thermal conditions, according to thermal stability, endo is less stable. Endo is less stable. Exo is more stable. So when we heat this when we heat this product to 90 degrees, or when we do the reaction at 90 degrees, what we will get is we will get exo product, not the endo product. So here we will directly get the exo product. Okay, hydrogens will be below the plane. So that means we are discussing the endo product. Why? Because all those endo products are also stable at room temperature. So because they are stable, it is possible to have endo product. But if they are not stable at room temperature, if they are not stable, they can't form, right? Even if they form, they will rearrange to more stable exo product. So that's what it happens. We can clearly see the difference here. So when we treat furan with succinic anhydride at 35 degrees centigrade, the endo product is not stable even at room temperature. So it will obviously rearranges to more stable exo product. But when we do the same reaction with succinamide, then it is more stable. The endo product is stable at room temperature. So we will get endo product only. But when we do the reaction at 90 degrees centigrade, endo product is unstable. At that high temperature, endo product is unstable. So it will give exo product. Yeah, these two are the only exceptions where we will get exo product. Okay. Next, we will see intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions. In intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions, endo rule may follow or may not follow. Okay, it depends on the stability. So endo rule may not obey. It depends. Okay, not always. Exo is also possible. As I said, these two are the only examples where exo product is possible in intermolecular. Okay, in all other cases, endo is the only product. But in intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions, exo is also possible. Even sometimes mixture is also possible. Mixture is also possible. So other steric interactions will also play a role in a stereochemical outcome of the product. So all these factors will play a role in the stereochemistry of the product. We will discuss them with simple examples. Right. So I'm not writing it in a chain conformation just to save the time. If we have a diene and dienophile both in the same molecule, then it is possible to have a Diels-Alder reaction in the cycle itself. Okay, so it is a fused ring system, but if the configuration is different, that means if it is like this, then we will get a bridged bicyclic system. So we will get a bridged system. We will be getting a bridged bicyclic systems. Then the stereochemistry of the products, it is case sensitive. That means we need to examine each and every example. It's not a general rule like what we have explained earlier, endo rule. So here it may follow endo rule, it may not follow endo rule. Even spherical crowding is there, that also will decide the product. Okay, so when we discuss about the intramolecular Diels-Alder reactions, it is purely case sensitive. So that means we need to explain the stereochemistry based on each example. Okay, there is no general rule. Right. When we have right, when we have this system, so this is E double bond, right? This is E double bond, not Z double bond, right? When we do Diels-Alder reaction on this molecule, how it will give the product. Okay, now we need to write the configuration in a different fashion. So we need to write it like this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rings. Because there is no endo selectivity here, only dienophile is there, diene, dienophile, no additional factors. That means no sterical crowding, no endo selectivity. So absolutely this is okay, right? This transition state, it is okay. So these two will undergo bond formations. When we do write the product based on this, then we are getting a fused two 6-member rings fused together. We have a double bond here, methyl group. Then what is the stereochemistry around this ring fusion? So to better understand this, I'm again redrawing it. Okay, to better understand this, I'm again redrawing it. But from this also we can clearly say this. Right. When we redraw it like this with a little bit closure, now I will also show you the hydrogens here. Okay, of course methyl is there. Then hydrogen here, it will be placed like this. Hydrogen on this double bond, it is placed like this, right? So this hydrogen, it is pointed towards this diene. The hydrogen here, it is pointed towards dienophile. Now you see they are in opposite directions. They are in opposite direction. So in the product, they must be in opposite phases. That means it should be a trans. It should be a trans. So here we will get a trans product. We will get a trans product.